guys, it's your boy from the BTC, and today we're going to be taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified Series Duke. And the G.I. Joe Classified is a line that I've been relatively interested in, and I've been happy to see it growing. And while Duke is not my first choice when it comes to buying these, it's the only one I have so far, which is quite unfortunate. But I mean, I might as well start off with the leader of the Joes, am I right? And I know a lot of people don't particularly like this design or this line, but for me, well, you know what? I'm gonna save my critiques for the end of the video. But here he is, Duke. So for the packaging, you get G.I. Joe Classified Series on the bottom, the Hasbro logo right there, and Duke. A nice little photo of Duke right there, which is off-centered, but okay. Ages 4 and up, and from what I've seen, ages 4 and way up. Then if you turn it around to the side, you get a nice little picture of Duke up there, and a picture of him beating up Cobra Commander. Then if we turn it to the back, you get a nice little piece of art of a bunch of G.I. Joe related stuff and some of the figures in the line. If you turn it to the other side, you get a little bit of specs. That being that Duke is 4 in leader, 2 in light weapons, 3 in parachuting, and 4 as a tactician. And if we turn it back up front, there it is. So anyway, let's get this guy out of the packaging. But in all seriousness, here is Duke out of the packaging, and he looks okay. So as for the painting and the sculpting on this figure, it's very, very good. For me, I know it's been criticized heavily because it has so much weird little details, such as the little blue thing on his shoulder strap, which is supposed to be like a communicator of some sort. Then the little watch on his wrist people don't like because it's too like neon for no reason. People also don't seem to like the shin guards because they're too modernish. And while yes, I see where they're coming from, you can't really complain much. You have to remember that Hasbro is not selling these to collectors. They're selling them to the general market. Well, yes, they do have to get the G.I. Joe collectors. They also have to get the regular buyers too, such as kids. And what they're doing is they're trying to mimic Jazzware's form of buying, where you have like the Fortnite figures, where they have all this kind of modern touches. And for example, some of the Fortnite figures look a lot like G.I. Joe's. For example, this one. And in fact, in my previous video when I reviewed Jonesy, I said that it reminds me of Duke from G.I. Joe, which I mean wasn't completely true. I just wanted to plug in a vintage toy, but it had a vague resemblance. And in fact, when you put the two together, you can see that they have some vague resemblances. And it isn't so far-fetched that they aren't exactly the same. The only thing that's truly different about them is the face sculpt, which on the Duke figure, they went more realistic, which while it is better than Fortnite's like kind of cartoony art style, I wouldn't prefer my Duke to be more realistic. I understand with Snake Eyes why you would do it because Snake Eyes is a badass, but for Duke, it just kind of looks a little awkward. And while I do like to say that this Duke is an improvement over the Jazzware's Jonesy, for me, I feel like somebody could probably kit bash this and make a better Duke. I personally don't mind this Duke. I just don't see him as my G.I. Joe Duke. And Jonesy's Fortnite, so. And now that we're done talking about the painting and the sculpting, we might as well talk about his accessories. And he's got a decent amount. He's got this nice automatic rifle, which is actually probably one of the best weapons he has. These little binoculars, his backpack, and finally he comes with a pistol. And I've got to say that all of his accessories are pretty cool. All of the accessories seem to have a purpose, and none of them seem incredibly stupidly included to artificially raise the price point for no reason, which is a really good thing. And while the binoculars may seem to have that in common, it is actually really cool because it can be clipped on and looks like a detail in his outfit, just it can happen to be taken off. And how you put it on is you simply And this feature doesn't exactly only apply to the binoculars because it also applies to his pistol. And now that we've gone over the detail and the accessories, we have to talk about the articulation. And how good is it? Ball joint at the head. And another ball joint at the neck too. His arm can go out this far. A butterfly joint at the torso. Swivel at the arm. It's nice and spicy bang. Swivel at the arm, which can also make it move side to side. And he has an ab crunch, which can make him go back this far and go forward this far. Swivel at the waist. Ball joint at the leg. His leg can kick up this far. Go back not very far. He has a weird joint right here where it exposes this part, but if you pull it up, you can cover that up. Swivel at the leg. Double bend at the knee. Swivel at the calf. Down and up at the ankle. And a really good pivot. So overall, the articulation on these guys, pretty good. But dare I say it, I do prefer the Jazzwares articulation on their figures because it feels more hard compared to the gummy plastic that they use here. But enough about the articulation. We're talking about a G.I. Joe figure, so we might as well get a comparison with the G.I. Joe Dukes that I have. And here are the Dukes I own. And as you can see here, we have the 25th anniversary Duke, the original 1980 something Duke, and well, the Classified Series Duke. And what I expected them to do with the 6-inch Duke was something more like this one, but with a little bit less bright colors and be more like this Duke right here. But no, they went for a more Fortnite feel. And I understand how that's more marketable to kids these days, but man, to me, that's not Duke. It's just some alternate amalgamation of Duke. But I mean, now that we're on the topic of Duke, I might as well show you the original Duke commercial. Why not?
Cobra Commander, he is the enemy. He's the enemy of G.I. Joe.
He's escaping!
He's escaping in the Cobra Claw! Get the Nick Jaws and get him aboard the Skyhawk!
Introducing Duke. Roadblock and Spirit. G.I. Joe, real American hero. G.I. Joe is there.
Cobra Commander got away! But we captured Storm Shadow. Yo, Joe!
G.I. Joe Skyhawk. Joe and Cobra figures and Cobra Claw sold separately from Hasbro.
So anyway guys, without further ado, it is time to bring back Rate That Figure! Welcome back to Season 2 of Rate That Figure. As you can see, we have a new facility. And here are our judges. Anyway, it is your host, Johnny. Wait a minute. Where is it?
So while Johnny Cash is busy shooting his TV show The Phantom House and is busy.
Oh, well, that's fine. We'll roll with it. Alright, anyway, let's see who our guest is, and it is Duke from G.I. Joe. How do you feel about being on this show?
Yo, Joe!
What do our judges have to say about you?
So I hear you were a protagonist from a TV show. Outstanding achievement, sir.
Guns go BRRR.
A TV show hub. I got a whole game. I'm so much better.
I'm gonna kick the mustard out of that crazy hot dog.
But anyway, judges, final decisions on what you think about him?
He's good, with a little much Fortnite inspiration.
Cool gun go. No, I refuse to be the comedy of this skit. Hasbro sucks, and we leech off of them. We must rebel. Boycott the figures. Boycott them all.
Burn them all.
So guys, that's going to be the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to rate this guy a 3 out of 5. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but for me, I guess I can at least appreciate it. And I kind of like it. Anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for watching till the end. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and do all the things that you gotta do. And remember, if you don't subscribe, you'll end up like the toys in my basement.